Hi, everybody. Today I wanted to cover a question I get asked often, which is what stage of healing am I in? How do I know where I am? I understand it could be such a long, 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 difficult journey, and sometimes you feel like you're not making progress and all that. So I just wanted to provide a little bit of insight in how I perceive to be the four stages of healing based on my healing journey and also what I've been able to help other people through their healing journeys. So here's the four stages. The first stage is heavy, really heavy. Then going from heavy to light, that's the second stage. Then from light to empowered. And finally, the fourth stage is from empowered to magnetic. So, to describe those four stages, at the very bottom, you have the really heavy stage where you're like, it's composed of a lot of heavy emotions. You feel stuck. You feel like you're repeating like very difficult patterns over and over again. You're not very excited about getting out of bed every morning. You're like struggling to get through the day, if not downright crying, falling apart. Like it's it's a very very heavy, very emotionally difficult stage. This is, I believe, the hardest stage because you have to fight through those very challenging questions that are like weighing on you very heavily. So that stage takes a lot of courage. Obviously, all the other stages take a lot of courage as well, but that stage especially requires pulling out the best of you to do the work that's going to pull you out of that very intense state. So that's the stage where you want to have so much more grace and patience for yourself, so much more extra support that you could provide for yourself. And I describe a little bit more of that in the deep healing techniques mini course video that I put together a few weeks back. If you wanna check it out in my YouTube channel. But anyway, the point is that this stage is a very difficult stage, and you'll know because the heaviness weighs on you on a daily basis, almost, if not daily, definitely several times a week. It weighs on you, and it, in a way, it kind of sets you back from being able to just have a normal experience. So once you kind of get past that stage, you're gonna have to work through some patterns that you're gonna have to break and assess and try to like rewire some stuff to try to make yourself break out of those difficult like pieces of the journey. Once you get through that stage, then the next stage is light. In this stage, in it's you might still feel a few things come up here and there where that you are reminded. You might still get triggered back to like, oh my god, so some of those triggers you might feel like, oh my god, am I back in the heavy stage? Am I still there? Did I actually make progress? Because those triggers are gonna like make you question that. But you know that you're in the light stage because despite of those triggers happening, you'll be able to work through those triggers, and then you'll be able to come out the other end of those triggers a lot quicker than when you're in the heavy stage. You might go through a trigger cycle that could last like weeks, if not months, where you're trying to like sort through it. The difference between that and the light stage is that you're able to work through it in a matter of like days, if not a couple hours, where you're like, okay, I see that pattern. I understand where that pain comes from. I'm able to like treat it this way, and able to resolve it a lot quicker. So you know you're in the lighter stage when you're like resolving triggers a lot quicker, and you're feeling better. You're able to have a more normal schedule without feeling so much heaviness on you all the time. You have more like uplifted spirit. You're just able to be in a more manageable state. Then the next stage after that is the empower stage, and that's when you're like not held back anymore. You are able to take back your power. uh, you have, if not gone through all the triggers that you had to go through to completely heal, then you're pretty much at the tail end of it. You're not going to be slowed down anymore by it. Like it's not going to feel like it's going to hold you back. And by the way, have a good relationship with triggers because they're actually able to help you through your healing journey. That's what it's able to showcase, like what needs to be addressed. So try to think of them as a positive thing in spite of it being such a painful experience. But beyond that, it's the experience of not having the triggers hold you back anymore. And that's the beauty of this stage. That you might still have a couple triggers here and there, but they don't break you and fall you, leave you on the floor type of emotion heaviness that you would get in the in the heavy stage. Or in the light stage, it might not hold you back for a couple of days and make you question, like, oh my god, am I still in the previous stage, and I just haven't gotten to the other stage. So you know that you're in the empower stage because even if you might get the occasional trigger, like you'll just recognize it. First of all, it's a trigger. Second of all, like it doesn't slow you down anymore, and you can recognize the pattern right away and be like, okay, I'm not repeating this story, or I'm closing out that loop. And then you're so much more empowered to move forward in whatever it is that you need to do. You have a lot of love, respect, and grace for yourself. And in a way, it's still propelling you forward, and you're not afraid anymore to be able to take on the world with whatever challenges are coming at you. You believe so much more in your potential to have a very happy experience, to be in a good state. So you're in an empowered state where when you are like really owning every aspect of you, and you stand proud, and you are in so much love and inspired state of being that allows you to just move forward in life unapologetically, like unapologetically you. There you go. And finally, you know that you're in the so empowered going into the magnetic stage. You know you're in a magnetic stage because you are no longer triggered. Like, it is a beautiful state to be in. There is no more triggers that you have to resolve because you've already essentially completed your healing journey. You're able to move on with life and are well into a new chapter where you're happy and lively and energized by life, and excited about all the projects and plans that are ahead of you. And you have so much energy within you and so much fire within you that you can take on the world. You know that you can do whatever your heart desires, and you know that it's going to be successful because you believe strongly in yourself, and you have the clarity of mind to know that you're able to focus and that you're able to just carry out everything that you need to do. And because you're coming at it from this state of being, of just beyond empowerment, that's why I think of it as beyond empowerment. you it's more than just knowing that you can do it. It's like you're already doing it. You're living that life. You're living your best life, and you have that faith that the universe is backing you up. Loved ones are there to support you in whatever capacity they're able to, because everybody's going through their own healing journey. But you feel the support of of the world, and the people that are drawn into your life, the opportunities, the events, and all those things are sort of just like lining up. So it's you feel like almost like time is compressing, because and at the same time dilating. Compressing in the sense that you can achieve a lot in a very small period of time, and at the same time dilating because you're just having so much joy in the process of this, whatever it is that you're doing, and you know that you can basically achieve any dreams come true in this stage. So that's the magnetic stage, where you just draw everything you could possibly want and need into your life, and you have a lot of joy and gratitude for all the goodness that comes into your life. But it takes a lot of work to get to that stage. You have to go through the heaviness, the lightness, the empowerment, and then eventually you get to the magnetic stage, and it's it's a very good place to be in your life, because you know that anything can come true. Literally, it's very magical. So this is something to look forward to as you go through your healing journey, that these are all the stages that are going to get you to a place where you are just going to be the most radiant, beautiful version of yourself. And if it's going to, if it serves as a form of motivation, just let that drive you in those more difficult moments in your healing journey, to be like, if I just get through this, if I get past all those triggers and take this healing journey seriously and do the work it takes to get to the next stage and the next stage and the next stage, then you'll see what it looks like on the other end. So I wish you the best of luck in this continued healing journey, and know that I'm here as a resource if you want to talk more about the various stages of the healing journey. All right, y'all. See ya. Bye.